Less is more. And thanks for the report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown out there with Dub. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Williams. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. And here is Antetokounmpo. Here's Henderson. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Over Brown. Bane, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
Now here's Morant. Last game we saw him score 13. And they double up Morant. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Down low. And slam dunk by Ingram.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Brooks kicks to Bane. Back to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bane. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And it's Brown missing. Back to Henderson. The kick out to Giannis. That shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And then Henderson with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
It just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Left side Adams. Bane passes to Brooks. Back to Bane. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Henderson against Jackson. Morant comes with the double team. Antetokounmpo up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And he gets it back. Offensive rebound. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Brooks dishes to Morant. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bain. That one wide left.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
During Desmond Bain's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bain's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
Jones drives in from deep. Brooks. And they'll get another chance. Jackson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Brown outside. Back to Henderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Dylan Brooks. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Jones kicks to Brooks. Pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones, the pass to Bain. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Passes to Jones. Back to Brooks. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Brown wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Jones. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Henderson. Last game with 30 points. Here's Williams. The kick out to Brown. Here's Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Brooks, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one each at the line.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Jackson. And Brooks, here we go. And it's denied. Giannis inside. Adams on him, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Brown against Bain. Williams with the block. Out to Morant. Those three-pointers off the mark. Celtics leading by 18. Now Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Conchar is checked in for the Grizzlies. Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in for Brown. Outside, Bain knocks it loose. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And then Henderson with the jam.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Bain, no good.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
The pass to Conchar. Looking to end the run. The Grizzlies with another miss. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And Adams kicks to Morant. Smart against Bain. Clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Up top, Henderson. Guarded by Morant. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future, trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next. That can be problematic.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Morant comes with the double team. For three, Ingram. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Bain. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Al Horford is checked in for Boston. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Morant passes to Bain. Rebound, Boston. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Bain. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
It's his first trip to the line.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
That one is off. And he ends up missing both free throws. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. And it's Morant missing. Celtics leading by 21. Takes it inside, and Henderson throws it down hard.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Come around.
Here's Adams, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and it's Dylan Brooks in for Conchar. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Giannis passes to Henderson. Five on the clock. And then Henderson with the jam.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Second team foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Washington. To halt the run. No good off the back of the rim.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. The first one falls. Jones checked in for Morant. Good on both. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he gets it to go.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now, relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Aldama passes to Brooks. Shoots over Ingram. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Boston, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sport. Out in front of the half is Boston. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And Shaq, let's get you. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Dub in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On the court for the Celtics, Rob Williams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Brown, then it's Dub, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Bain against Brown. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain. Bain's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Memphis. Here's Henderson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks, left side. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Morant passes to Bain. Good work there as it goes. 10 points for Desmond Bain.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Brooks. Nails the 16-footer.
If you're the D, you live with that. Brooks just sinking a very difficult and contested shot. And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
Yeah, easy call.
Jaren Jackson Jr., second personal foul, second team foul.
For Boston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Bane passes to Morant. Brown against Bane. Now here's Morant for three. Henderson pulls it in. Henderson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bane. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Brooks on the double team. Henderson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Henderson. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Bane against Brown. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bane. No good from the wing. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Brooks. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson dishes to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Boston grabs the miss. Henderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford's checked in for Williams. Alinari comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Brown.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Jones. And Boston with the rebound. Henderson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside, Bane. Pass to Concho. From deep, 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 3 ball. Concho's got 7.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Henderson. He can't hit that time. And it's Memphis the other way. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Jones against Brogdon. And here's Jones. Passes it to Tillman. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The Grizzlies have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he can't get the first one. No good on the second free throw. The Celtics have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In that 50-40-90 club, man, it is small. How about Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019?
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. It's deflected. It's Henderson on the wing. 37 points for him. And then Henderson with the jam.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Bain. That's tipped. A 3-ball. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Celtics running away with this one. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. You've got Green. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis moving it around. The pass to Jones. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Here are the Celtics with the ball. It's Brogdon on the wing. They get it again. Pass to Gallinari. The second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Gallinari's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Celtics. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Now Green from past the arc sinks the 3-pointer. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Jones looking for an opening. He dishes it to Clark. Ingram against Green. Back to Clark. Outside, Green. And they get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Ingram. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jones, no luck.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Ingram, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
Green against Ingram. Here's Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Puts the rebound.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Horford trying to free himself up. Misses off the left iron.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough. Kev, I do think they should, and I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
The first free throw is good. Williams, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
Clark, the pass to Green. And again, Memphis no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. That one drops for him. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lobbed up there for Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. The shot by Brogdon wide open. The three-pointer no good. The Grizzlies shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Clark against Williams. Clark kicks to Green. Back to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Tillman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That one on Horford.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Xavier Tillman. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Pass to Brogdon. Out to White. Passes it to Gallinari. "14 feet away. Here's Cornette.
Remaining in the game.
White finds Brogdon. Floats it up for Williams.
Malcolm Brogdon just so savvy. He's got size, strength, and vision. Nicely done.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Brogdon. Gallinari in the corner. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Grizzlies ball.
And so Green will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Now the pass to Jones. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action. I'm for.
The Grizzlies shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Dub.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
There's Green with the 3. Gallinari with the rebound. White bounce pass, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Celtics substitution, Marcus Smart.
Clark dishes to Green. And so it's Boston ease.